My name is Wendy Gayle, and I am a triple certified psychic, teacher, mentor, healer, and I am grateful to be on this path. And a number of you here have been with me for a while, and I have such deep love for you guys. Love. Always, when we're beginning one of these sessions, I talk to you a little bit about your discernment. You're going to hear lots of information. You may even have some of your questions answered this evening. And I really ask that you use your discernment. You can get answers anywhere from me, from Metatron, from thousands of other psychics and channels. The most important thing is what resonates with you. If something is said and it doesn't resonate, please just let it go. If it feels right, then please take it and use it as you will. Okay. Metatron, uh, through me, has a bit of a funny voice and accent, and it may be a little bit, you know, surprising for a few minutes, but it becomes very nonchalant after a couple of minutes when you get used to his frequency and his way of speaking. He always says that what is spoken is the least of what's happening. He says that the greater energetics are what's happening in the background. So in your space, there's going to be energy. You may feel him. You might be aware that the temperature of your body changes. You might feel buzzing in your space. Just know that you are safe. We have created our container. We always set a container of safety for all of our sessions. Okay. Happy Friday. And welcome to an evening of love with Metatron. We'll see what's possible tonight. All right. He wants the space clear. All right. Good day to you. Happy Friday, beloved ones. Hmm. How many of you have felt the vibration of love today? Oh, excellent. And we see others as well, hmm, indicating that they have felt love. Hmm. How many of you did not feel love today? Any of you? Did you feel challenged and out of the vibration of love? Hmm. See you, Lynn, and I see you, Susan. Yeah, yeah. So, you know, love is much like your guidance. It is never not there. It is never not with you, right? You have the opportunity in any moment to lean into what is the vibration of love. So many of you have perceptions of love that have distorted the understanding of what love truly is. Right? We've spoken about this before, that for so many of you, love is dependent on something outside of yourself. And we're going to keep convincing you every time that it lives within you. That is where you access the love. How many of you trust yourself? Raise your hand. How many of you trust yourself? Okay, good. We're checking both screens. Good. All right. You know that trust is an intrinsic part of love. You must be able to trust yourself before you can love yourself, right? So trust in love is a big deal, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm. Hi, baby, come here.
To be able to give yourself fully to the vibration of love, you must trust. You must trust your instincts and intuition. You must trust that love and the frequency of love is going to catch you, so to speak. How many of you have heard of unconditional love? How many of you have experienced it from another human? Good, good. That's one of the big challenges, right? To love unconditionally means that you are absolutely neutral in the vibration of love. Unconditional love does not mean that you do not have boundaries. There is nothing conditional about boundaries. Those are the places where you're trusting yourself to know what's right for you and what is not right for you, right? But there is the deeper misunderstanding about what is unconditional love. It is not about withholding your truth to allow another to do whatever they will. How many of you have ever been in a situation where, because you wanted to love unconditionally, you just allowed another individual to be however they chose to be, right? Unconditional love is easy when you are connecting to spirit, right? When you're connecting to your fur babies, right? It's a lot more difficult when you have a significant other, when you have a family where everyone has their own personalities and ideas of the way that things should be. So we're going to ask you today to love unconditionally, but only love yourself unconditionally for the moment. Sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? Loving yourself unconditionally helps you to have trust. It helps you to provide a sacred container for yourself, a container where you can give and, equally important, receive what it is that you need. Everybody needs love differently. Everybody, you've heard the books, everybody has a love language, right? Give our woman a rock and a cat and she's happy forever, right? Other people need different things. Loving yourself unconditionally means that you don't have to depend on another to give you the love that you need. You can give it to yourself exactly like you need to receive it. How do you do this? Well, first thing is you have to know what it is that you want. How do you want to love yourself? What does it even feel like to love yourself? There are several of you here that wonder if you've even ever felt love. And the only thing that can excite the possibility of love in you are your fur babies or perhaps the trees, right? And the projection of love outside of yourself is where you get into what we call the tall grasses, right? When you're projecting your needs on another, or when you're unable to receive what someone else would like to share with you, there is a way to begin to love yourself more fully. And it begins with each and every day to stand in front of your mirror and bless yourself. Bless yourself. You can create your own blessing. You can make it simple. Source bless me. God bless me. And take that moment in front of the mirror. And it's going to feel weird. You've been asked to do this before. To stand in front of the mirror and look in your own eyes and claim your love for yourself. There's a lot of you that will not do this and still wonder why love is off in your life, right? Why you're not receiving what it is that you want. It's because you cannot give and receive to yourself, which is your primary container of love. Give to yourself what you would give to others. Love yourself as much as you would love someone else. Do you feel you do not deserve that? God, I am, God, I am, God, I am. Each and every one of you. There's not many of you here that would say that you do not love Source, do not love God, right? Understand yourself as that. that you are worthy and deserving of the highest aspect of love possible. Agape, right? Agape is the pure love from source. You can give that to yourself each and every day. It's not contingent on an answered prayer. It's not contingent on if someone remembered your birthday. It's not contingent on, anyone else's act of love towards you. It is filling your own cup. And when you fill your cup first, then you become a vessel, right? A vessel of love, of agape. Starts here and flows out. Right? Our woman was remembering today as we were talking about coming together with you. She was remembering that back in the 1980s, seems like a long time ago, she listened to and had the opportunity to see in person a man by the name of Dr. Leo Buscaglia. How many have heard of Dr. Leo Buscaglia? The Love Doctor. The Love Doctor. He is no longer on the planet, but he talked about love, and that's all he talked about for years and years and years and years. He was and he called himself the ambassador of love. How many of you could see yourself as the ambassador of love? Could you hold that position on this planet? Many of you could. Many of you could. What's desperately needed on this planet right now? Love and ambassadors of love. Yeah. So perhaps some of you can begin to volunteer to be an ambassador of love. You don't have to talk about it all the time unless that is what you feel led to do. But carrying vibration within you changes everything and everyone around you. Remember, we said it's not so much what comes out of the mouth, but it is the vibrational frequency. When you begin to bless yourself, when you begin to express to your own beingness that you love you, even if it feels funny at first, your vibrational frequency begins to change. It gets lighter, brighter, you're lifted from a limited vibrational frequency to a higher octave. How many would like to be lifted to a higher octave? Yeah, yeah. Good, good. Because each and every one of you at this time are so needed. You have a piece to a great puzzle that is this world, this lifetime. And whether you know what your piece is in your mind, you hold the vibration of your piece on this planet. And you're needed. So whether you do it boldly or secretly, we hope that you will begin to think of yourself as an ambassador for love, right? So that through you, change can happen. Through you, peace and compassion are possible. It's not a heavy burden, beloved ones. There's a lightness to love. There's a joy to love. There's a bliss to love. Give it to you first and then share it with the world. Huh? Please. You are all lovers. How long has it been since you've been called a lover? Hmm? But you are all lovers. And you are all lovies. Please be able to receive equal to what you expend. It's important. It's balance. It fills your cup as you fill the cup of others. Start here. All right. All right. That's our chit chat for the evening. We hope that you will take that with you. Perhaps listen to this again later, because I think the exclamation point at the end of our verbiage is that you and your love is important. Not just important to you, it's important to Gaia, to the collective. Mhm. So the more you can love you, the more you can love others, the better this world will be. Mhm. All right. We're going to take a sip of water before we begin to entertain some questions. Have some people that mm, are at the head of the line. Hello, my friend Sean. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. My question is, I've been working on manifesting some things in my life, and is there anything that I'm doing that I'm trying to get out of my own way, in sort of speak? Um, am I blocking myself in certain ways that I'm not seeing?
Sure. We can poke you just a little bit because we are old
Yeah.
friends. Where's the love, Sean?
Where's the what?
Where's the love? Where's the love for yourself? Where's the love for what you are trying to manifest?
Yeah, it should be higher. Yeah, yeah. It's
Right?
I put it.
Well,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
I'm putting it
Well,
behind the pressure of doing it.
yeah. And really, are you asking for what you want and you need? Are you asking spirit, or are you just working from your head?
Um, I'm trying to. I've been trying a new method of writing it down several times
Oh,
to
okay,
help with
good.
that, and I feel like that's helping. Um, and um, I feel like either I need to keep doing it more, or um,
Hmm.
just before I just started as I was writing it down, saying it as I was writing it down, and I felt
Yeah,
like that was a little bit better connection.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Well,
it,
and you know,
it
my
I
friend,
know this.
sometimes less
Go
is
ahead.
more. Sometimes
Yeah, okay.
less is more. And so when you stand in front of that mirror and you bless yourself and you look at yourself and say, I love you, I'm worthy of receiving it all, then your vibrational frequency begins to shift and change. And you don't have to try so hard, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the trying that gets in the way. And the being is ultimately important. Being the vibration of love, being the vibrational match for that which you are desiring to manifest. And then letting go of perceptions of when it should arrive, what it should look like when it arrives, all of those things, all of the construct that you have in place regarding manifestation.
And then as I hear the inspired action, act on that as it comes through. Okay.
Yeah. And
Oh.
let us remind you, and this is for everyone, if you are trying to manifest something that is not in alignment with your soul's journey, it will not manifest. And so having conversations with your soul in regard to your manifestation desires is a really good thing to do as well. And this is for all of you, right? If you're struggling with manifestation, have a talk with the soul, right? It might be that what you're trying to manifest is perfectly in alignment, or it might be something better that the soul has in mind for the journey, right?
Yeah.
You're not being punished. You're not going unheard, right? But
Okay.
we're going to ask you to bring it back here first, right? Love yourself, love what you want to manifest, and move from that place. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Indeed. Our pleasure. Our pleasure. All right, Catherine, how can we help you today, beloved one? It is lovely to see you.
Hi, Metatron. So wonderful to be here in the presence of everyone and you. Well, a lot has happened for me. I realize it's time for me to sell my home, and I've come to terms with selling it. But on that, I have a lot of emotional attachment to not the home, to my trees. And when I made the decision to sell, I just got into this place of not wanting to leave them, and they've worked with me. They've told me it's okay. They'll be with me no matter what. But it's a big move, and I just want to I don't even know if I want to buy another house. I think I just want to rent so I don't have all this stress and pressure.
Okay.
So I am selling my house. It's going up for sale in August. And I just want to know that I can find a rental. I think I can. I think my husband is helping me from the other side to find
Yes,
an
indeed.
ADU,
Yes,
you
he
know,
is. Chris
so that I
is
don't have
in
to, yeah,
action.
he's helping me. Thank the Lord. Thank him.
Yes,
Thank him.
yes.
But the funny thing is that now that I have really decided I'm selling, and I know the trees are going to be with me, and I know that, you know, I'm on my 26th year here with them, and they've been my family because I don't have kids. And I've just been, I really have emotionally seen them in a totally different perspective than I had all the 20-something years I lived here. And now it's like I still want to be around trees. I don't want to be out of, you know, like I don't want to be in the
Right.
concrete jungle. I'm sorry, I just can't. And it's not me. And I have been doing planetary healing and loving Mother Earth and bringing, you know, stuff to Mother Earth for now 40 years with another soul sister. And I know what my mission is. And I just know that it's time for me to carve out
Yes.
my existence without
There is a
living
there
here.
there's a place for you, beloved one. It's going to feel right. It's going to feel good. Okay?
Yeah.
There will be trees. And the spirit of the trees that you've lived with for all of these years go with you. You're not going to lose them at all. They're going to help you make relationship with all the new trees that you're going to meet
I
across
know.
the planet, not just in your new home, right? And we understand that this is a big, big thing, that you've been
Yeah.
thinking about this for quite a while.
Yeah.
And we will say to you that even though it will be, you know, a bit of a challenging journey emotionally, when it is complete and when you get settled, you are going to experience the euphoria of freedom.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
And
I know.
that's what you have to look forward to, right? Your work
Thank you.
will continue. And please tell Lydia hello for us. Yes. It's
Yes,
been a
yes,
while
I
since we
will.
have spoken to her. Yeah. But the work will continue because you're needed and you're on your path. You're doing what it is that your soul's here to do. And let your soul help you find your home. All right, beloved one.
Yeah, I will.
All right.
I've already asked them I've been talking to my soul. I
Beautiful.
really, ever since
Beautiful.
my husband died or even before, I have been working on having a real relationship with my soul.
Yeah.
And I know it's all going to be okay. It's just that
Yeah.
it is a big thing. And since all this has happened, I've gotten a cataract surgery in one eye, and then the other eye, and this eye was taking a lot longer. And I haven't
Mhm.
slept for
Ah,
since March 1st. I
well,
mean, I
you
have
look
to
pretty
sleep.
good for not sleep.
I have to sleep sitting up and until
Uh,
the blood in this eye goes away. But and it just kind of brought me down this path of um I
right.
was feeling really
Yeah.
sorry, but I do try to keep myself by raise my vibration every day.
Yes.
Sometimes it
Beautiful.
just takes a little bit longer than the other, but I
Beautiful.
do have
Okay.
faith. I do. And I
Good.
thank you so much. Thank
You're
you,
so
Metatron.
welcome, beloved one. Thank you for being
Thank
here
you.
today to receive.
Thank you.
Indeed. All right, get on. How are you?
Hello, thank you very much. It's so wonderful for me to be allowed to speak to here tonight.
Of course, we welcome it.
Um, I had many questions, but I think I'm going to forget my questions, and I would like to ask you if you have any message for me, and especially maybe regarding all those perceptions about the angelic realm I'm having.
Well, we do have a message. And our message is to remind you that it's real. Sometimes the mind or the ego wants to discount what's happening, right? Wants to tell you that it's not real, that you're not really connecting, that you're not really guided by angelic beings, and they are There's several of them here. We have Gabriel, Uriel here. They're wanting you to remember that it's real, that they're constantly in communication with you. They say that you're thinking too small. There is so much more to the angelic realm, and you're being asked to stretch your perceptions. And please reach out to our woman. There is a book, and it is not within arm's reach in the moment, but reach out to our channel and she will share the book with you, and it will take you hopefully in a different direction, different understanding. Yes.
Okay.
So you're in the sweet spot, my friend, right where you're supposed to be.
Mm.
It doesn't need to look any different than it looks in this moment. You are guided, you are loved, and there's purposeful good to this journey with the angelic realm. Okay? And that is the message. Message received, yeah? Good. All right. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. Hmm. Anna, we see that you have your beautiful black kitty. How are you today? You are muted, beloved one. Have you unmute so that you can ask your question?
There we go. I found it.
Yes, indeed.
Takes me a while.
It always hides when you need it most. Yeah.
I know, even though I probably knew where it was. Thank you so much. I feel so grateful to be here. I'm on this journey, as they say, a synchronicity I'm finding, or every day idea I hear is just like the other one. So it's finally registering. But I had a cat that died, and I was on an animal communication site. His name is Smoochie, and he was sending messages to me. And those people that can receive those messages, I'm just in awe of them. And I feel like that's what I want to do. So I'm kind of trying that. And your message of trying too hard is kind of maybe.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's anywhere, more meditation, or I feel like I'm in a hurry to do this because I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
But
so when you are communicating with your own cats, how do you communicate with them?
well, I talk to them and I watch their body language. We just have one
Okay.
now. And she stares at me a lot. So I feel like she's trying to tell me something, but I'm, not
Okay.
getting it.
So you don't have the telepathy thing going on right now. Okay.
Not
All
yet.
right. All right.
But that
Well,
would be my goal.
there are any number of inspired teachers.
Mm-hmm.
And if this is something that you want to do, we would encourage you to find a teacher with integrity. And
Yeah.
as our woman spoke, Allison,
Mm-hmm.
who's over in the corner with the orange sweater,
Okay,
she
I
is
know
an
you have two Allisons. There she is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And
Okay.
Allison Martin might be able to help you to find
Okay.
your way with this, right? I don't know if the two of you want to go to the chat and exchange information or emails or something. That would be fine if you would like to do
Sure.
that.
Sure.
Okay.
And I do have a tape. I'm just wondering if,
A
it feels
tape?
right.
A-
Yeah, like from somebody named Penny, and I can't remember her.
You know, we're a huge proponent of working with somebody and not just listening to a tape.
Okay.
right? Because there's nuances. Listening to us on a recording is one thing, but there's nuances when you're with us, right?
Right.
And so, working with someone, you get the nuances, and it becomes personalized to you and what you need. Okay?
Okay.
Because
All right.
everybody does it different,
Yeah.
right? You will have your own unique way of doing this. Okay?
Okay. Do you feel
All
like it's
right.
a possibility for me to finally get there?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is but a breath away, beloved one. All you need is someone to help you kind of like get centered in that flow and the way you go.
Okay.
All right?
Great. All right. Thank you so much.
Come back and tell us how you've done. All right?
Okay. Okay. Fingers crossed.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Indeed. All right. Let's say Seda. Are we pronouncing your name correctly?
Just like my mom would.
Ah, well, good. That makes us feel right on, huh?
Yeah. Thank
How
you.
can we assist you today?
First, thank you. And I want to just thank Laurel for guiding me to you too. So thank you. And I am looking for some deep guidance on many levels of my life: work, romantic relationship, travel, whatever guidance you can give me. I'm all ears. Just got a lot of coals in the fire in a lot of different places, and just I'm
Yeah,
all over the place needing guidance.
yeah, yeah. Well, remember how we started out by talking about it? It's all an
Yeah.
inside game, right? It's a coming back to your own center and understanding, you know, at the soul level, what's the most important thing in this moment? And then the next moment, and then the next moment. There's so many things that you want, right? That's like that excite you, that incite your passion. And that is fantastic because there's all the opportunities laid before you. You will find travel becoming more difficult as opposed to becoming easier in the next several years. So really pay attention to your traveling, okay? Use your intuition if it's if it's traveling that you need to do or should do, want to do, and just take care, right? Trust your instincts when it comes to traveling. This goes for everyone. Okay. Relationship. Are you ready? You're ready. Okay. Are you loving yourself?
Yes.
Beautiful. Are you loving someone else at this time?
A bit. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the red flag?
About that situation, it's not possible. There's someone else in the way right now. So um, yeah, I shouldn't say it like that, but that's the easiest way to say it.
Just remember love. Past, present, future relationships, hold them all with love. They've been your teacher. They've assisted your evolutionary process.
Mhm.
Each individual that you have loved has done that for you. So, okay. So, yeah, we say yes, there is more than one relationship coming for you. The one that's behind the one you're trying to uh, move through. will not be the final relationship.
Okay. Is there a timing or anything that I should be aware of, or?
No, but you should be aware of what you need, what you're
Mhm.
receiving, right? That's not, you have such a big heart. It's not about giving all the love. It's about that co-creation, that balanced intimacy. And you need someone who can go deep with you. And sometimes you'll find that you think someone can go deep with you, and then they get scared or they have trauma that's unhealed and then they're unable to do that.
Mhm.
And then the relationship doesn't go where you would like it to go. And then you're, completing that relationship and stepping to the next one. So there's nothing bad or wrong about any of these relationships. We're talking to everybody here, right? It is that place of, you know, knowing what you want and knowing what you need. And it's we sometimes call it sacred selfishness, and some people here have heard us speak of this before, right? Holding the sanctity of yourself and knowing at a soul level what it is that you require to lift you into that place of co-creative unconditional love. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. And that's what we have for you right now. Work is work. We're not even going to really go there, right? It's
There's
going,
too many, yeah, there's too many things going on right now with different
yeah.
jobs. So I'm just trying to figure out which job to pick. That's my issue. So that I
Use
can
your
focus.
pendulum. Use a pendulum.
Okay.
You use your gut, beloved one. You have more intuition than you give yourself credit for.
Okay. Thank you.
And so also relationships, stepping into new relationships, use that beautiful intuition that you have.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay? You're so welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Sometimes it's information that people do not want to receive, right? But it's important. Important. All right. Verinder. Hello, beloved one. Good
Hey,
to see you.
Melissa. Good to see you. I did said to you today earlier that I don't know, maybe give me a physical proof. So here we are. I was talking to you earlier. I have many questions, but I've been doing your guided meditation, how to speak to you, walk with you, understand the path. My question was more, what is a divine message from you? But at the same time, I get this. I don't know what it is, but it's not sadness, but it's just like this love. But it triggers deep emotion.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you're in the process of discovering who and what you are, beloved one. And there's so much more to you than you believe there to be. You have, how do we put this? You have deep purpose in this lifetime, right? Deep purpose on this planet. But discovering who you are, where you came from, what your gifts are, is what's really percolating right now. Right?
Yeah,
And sometimes you can't do it all by yourself, right? Who do you have helping you in this process?
I have two mentors that I like, and today's
Okay.
my first time coming here.
Good.
One is Priscilla, one is Taylor. Taylor is the book she wrote about Metatron I'm reading. And I'm trying not to finish it because I want it to go like slow where I can still open it with new words from you. And
Yeah, but we would say to you to kind of bring it in. And perhaps your mentors are trying to help you to bring it internal, to really look at who you are. Who are you in relationship to Metatron?
his
Who are
student,
you?
I'm a student, his little beacon of light.
You are a beacon of light indeed, but there's no difference between you and Metatron. There's no difference between us. There's no difference between you and our woman. You have your heart's desire, your soul's desire about what you want to do and experience. It's all there for you. Please begin to stop looking out there and bring it internal, right? Find Metatron within you. Right?
Thank you.
Indeed, because we are there. Indeed. And you can read that book more than once.
Okay. I'm just afraid to hit the blocks. It's been I'm taking it slow because sometimes when I rush, I hit a block and that takes time.
Yeah, good. You're not bypassing anything, and that's a good thing, right? Attending to the blocks is important. Tending to the blocks. All right, Allison, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful. I had an experience years ago in 2016 where I met a ghost crab on the beach in Florida. And I had a very profound experience with this being where we were in communication, and I was even able to touch with, ask, may I touch you? And it was a very moving experience. And I was flooded with love, a love that I had never felt or experienced since. It was a purity of love that is for
Right.
me beyond description. And
Yes.
I'm not even sure how to phrase a question around this, but it is that possible? I guess for years I questioned, is this actually possible for a being? And I'm not even sure from where the being came. I received an answer, it was from another planet, but
Right.
anyway, that they can come in a physical form here on
Yes.
Earth. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. You are speaking to a very enlightened little crab. Very awake, conscious, because it contained the consciousness of a higher vibrational being, and that's what you are communicating with, right?
Mhm.
That's what you were communicating with. And yes, guides, angels, higher level being can come to this dimension and they will take form. Sometimes
Yes.
they look like other humans. Sometimes they look like a little crab, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they look like a tree, right? They take all form.
Okay. And is this being someone that I may call on in my mediumship journey now?
Yes.
Is that
Yes. Please
uh-huh.
do. Please
Okay.
do. Yeah. They will answer.
Okay.
Did they share a name with you when you were in communication?
No, and I've just for all of these years I've been just referring to him as Crab Soul. And I wrote a little
Okay.
story, so yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then
Okay.
it is your gift to unwrap. A crab soul will share their name. All right.
Okay, beautiful. Yes, thank you.
Indeed. Our pleasure, beloved one. Our pleasure. Pardon us for a moment. Mhm. All right. Polly.
Hello, Metatron.
Hello, beloved.
It's so good to be with you.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you could help me understand what's happening with my physical heart. I found out yesterday that the second procedure that I had, that the heart has now gone back to the rhythm it's not supposed to be in. And
Right.
it was a really hard thing to hear. So I'm just wondering what's going on.
Well, you know, it's it's not just a function of the heart. There's also something neurological going on,
mm,
right? And the vagus nerve is
mhm,
very much connected to the heart and the heartbeat.
mhm,
So you might ask your cardiologist if you can speak to a neurologist and
mm,
see if between neurology and cardiology they can bridge the gap.
mm,
That's what it looks like to us,
mm,
right? And so it is, cardiologist specializes in the heart. And
mhm,
so they're looking purely at the functionality, right?
mhm.
But there's other systems that the brain, for one, right, that really is impactful in the heart as well, and the autonomic nervous system. And so that would be the neurology aspect to it. All
Okay.
right.
I've been feeling like I must have done something wrong, that
No,
it didn't hold or
no.
okay.
So you can go online and do a little bit of research about the Vegas, Vegus,
Yeah, yeah.
Vegas, Vegas.
It's
We
Vagus.
we
Yeah.
we are not a good speller. We are not a good speller. Our woman could spell it for you, uh,
Mhm.
but do the research and make the correlation between the vagus nerve and the heart and start to educate yourself. And then there's some exercises that you will find that you can work with the vagus nerve.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It's
All right.
really
Wear your magenta glasses.
where what?
Wear magenta glasses.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, talk to our channel about that
Okay.
later. All right. Magenta is one of the primary healing colors, and
Mm.
the color is taken through the optic nerve and is picked up by the vagus nerve and then taken all the way through the body.
Wow.
And you may have some helpful results with that as well. You can talk to Joyce about that or Allison about that as well.
Okay.
Um, all right. Or our woman would be happy to speak to you about that. All
Thank you
right.
so much. Thank you so much.
Indeed.
Mhm.
Indeed. Happy to help. Okay. Yume, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. I'm so
Good.
grateful to be here. Thank you so much.
Indeed. How
I,
can we help you?
I wanted to ask how to open my clairvoyance, or I guess in the first place, what happened that made it close in the first place?
Well, babies usually come in wide awake, right? And through a series of experiences, tend to shut down their psychic abilities, right? You know, you're told that you're imagining things, you know, your parents, your family, your culture doesn't believe in that type of thing, your religion doesn't believe in that type of thing. And so that just tends to kind of like pack your gifts into a nice little box and put it in the closet, right? It's all there for you, right? You're not missing anything, you're not broken, but you're kind of trying too hard, right? And there's this perception that you're not on the path, you're not, you know, that you have to have your psychic awarenesses or your, you know, lacking in your journey. And so we're going to ask you to take that perception and just set it aside because you have all of your psychic gifts. One of the ways that we like to have people work with opening the third eye is to light the candle and sit with the candle flame at eye level, right? And just breathe and gaze. And gazing at the flame, then become just aware of what's transpiring on the periphery of the light. Right? For the clairvoyance, many have shut it down because of fear. You know that once you open it, that you do not control what you see. You know this. So you see it all. That's important to understand for you, loved one. This is not to scare anyone, but for you, you will see it all. And are you willing to see it all? And that is the point where you are right now. So if you are willing, then go ahead and try the exercise. And you can also reach out to our woman, right? But make sure that you're willing, because when you open the door, you will see it all. Right?
Yeah.
You have a perception of what seeing is all about, right? Do you know what our woman sees? Yeah. So be willing. All right.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. Try the exercise with the flame.
I
See
will.
what happens and just breathe. No expectation. All right. You can set an intention, but no expectation.
How close should I put it?
Well, doesn't to whatever is comfortable to you. All
Okay.
right. You don't want to singe your eyelashes, right? You want to have it so that you can gaze at it. And it's gazing, not intensely staring, all right? Gazing. All right? All right.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Indeed. Indeed. Jenny.
Hi, Metatron.
Hello.
I have been thinking a lot about Earth Day, and I know that
Yeah.
we can honor Mother Earth, our beautiful Gaia, every day.
Mhm.
When Catherine was talking to, or not talking to me, but she was talking about the trees, it prompted me to go ahead and ask. And I decided to change it up a bit. Before, you have assisted me to bury clear quartz in the land around to help the healing. And in another circle, I was introduced to black shungite.
Oh,
And
yes.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so would that be the this beautiful gentleman over in England really carefully sources it, and I was thinking of purchasing some. And so would that be that would be ideal. I mean, I guess something's better than nothing, but what do you think about
Well,
the shungite?
shungite is a great protective stone. It's
Mm-hmm.
a protector. It's also a reflector. So if there's a lower vibrational frequency coming to you or coming into an area, it protects by reflecting it back. Is that what you're looking for?
I don't think so. I was just, I'd like to continue to do my part and give back to the
Right.
land. So
Right.
Jerome was
So,
thinking maybe
so
bearing the shungite, but
well, shungite is fantastic, but you want, you know what they say, the right tool for the right job, right?
yeah.
So creating a grid on your property using copper pipes and quartz crystal amplifies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Amplifies. Rose quartz harmonizes.
Mm-hmm.
Amethyst brings in the quality of the violet flame. So all of these things are very nurturing for the land. But if there's a place that you feel like it needs protection, then shungite is your stone. And shungite in your home is great,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
It helps to keep your home clear. This is for all of you. Shungite. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
All
So
right.
maybe shungite. Sorry, I don't want to take up too much time, but maybe shungite if I'm maybe for the front of my property, if we're kind of on a T intersection, that would kind of protect from like any of the incoming energies. But for healing for the land, do the
Do
rose or the
a
clear
grid.
quartz.
Yeah, do a
Okay.
grid and ask
Okay.
the land what it needs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ask Gaia what it needs in that particular area. And you can
Okay.
find a lot of information when you go look up earth grids. And
Mm-hmm.
it can tell you how to work with the ley lines and how to place the stones and it's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful work.
Okay.
Beautiful work. All right?
Perfect. Thank
All right.
you. Love
Indeed.
you.
You're welcome. Ah, our beloved cat. Cat, how can we help you, beloved one?
Hi, Metatron.
Hello.
So, I was wondering if you have any message for me or any guidance.
Are you taking care of yourself? Yeah, taking care of yourself is important. Making sure that you're nourished, that you have enough sleep. And we would remind you of your brilliance. Not only how smart you are, but your brilliance, how you shine. Right? This is one of your best qualities. Right? And your loving yourself is really important because the perception of not being worth it or worthy is kind of in there, all twisted up, right?
Yeah.
So that's a great one to be able to move out. Maybe with a little shungite, you can help to move that out, right? Because you are divine perfection in this moment. There's nothing that needs to change. There's nothing that needs to be fixed. You are light.
Thank you.
All you have to do is shine it at the grocery store, right? Whatever you choose. But it shines through the work that you do. Shines through each and everything you touch. And those that love you are so lucky to be receiving what you have to offer. All right?
Thank you.
Indeed. That is our message to you.
Thank you so much.
Indeed. All right, Joyce.
Thank you, Em, and everyone for this beautiful space. It's a great intro to my question of this protection and shungite. I have, in the last 24 hours, been seeking an aspect of my multidimensional self at the highest level to create a space that does not allow other energies into the space without my conscious awareness of it. Kind of,
yeah.
But not like a barrier.
Yeah.
Something to filter it into love before it comes. I'm still formulating. I believe this is possible.
Yeah. It is possible.
I experience it on some level,
Mhm.
but I'd like to expand that.
Okay. One of the things that could be really helpful, beloved one, is to take your own light body, your own Merkaba, and anchor it into your space. Right? That acts like a dream catcher. Right? And that is part of your highest of high, right? One of the challenges is where you're living, there's lots of other, people, and your man, right, who is open to a different vibrational frequency, right? And so how to harmonize the frequency in your space, you're going to have to harmonize him as well.
Okay.
And one of the ways you can do that is soul-to-soul conversation. Connect your light body to his light body and anchor them both in the space. Give that a try and see how it feels, right? You're not going to step on his toes. You've been having soul conversations with him every day. So, right? So just imagine that you're weaving the edges of your light bodies and then just anchor it into your space, right? However your mind will do that, right?
Thank you.
Yes. Shungite is great for protection, and it eats lower vibrational frequencies for breakfast, right? And so having maybe a couple of pieces in corners, they don't have to be big, right? Just a couple of pieces in corners might be helpful as well, right?
Thank you. Could I ask a second part to this question?
Yes.
Thank you. My third dimensional vehicle works with my heart and being a loving being. And the everyday opportunities, challenges of becoming emotional. In whatever emotion it is, I have learned to bring the emotion out and love the emotion.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens in a few seconds, sometimes a few hours, sometimes a day. When this happens, it's like the dam gates open for this is my perception of it, this other lower, or not good enough, but just this other energy I really don't want to invite in. Like I'm handing tickets.
Okay. All right. So you gotta love your shadow, beloved one. You gotta love your shadow.
If I love my shadow, it seems like when I love that part, immediately the other energies are gone. It just, or they're not gone, I'm in a different place. We're not coexisting. Is that the key to my heart?
What, loving your shadow?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because that's loving the totality of you, right? Humans want to love the good parts and scoot the parts that they find unattractive away, right? Everybody has a shadow aspect. And to fully love yourself, that must be engaged. That must be brought home, so to speak, right?
And I perceive I have my power, my sovereignty, my singularity when I'm
Yeah.
loving my shadow. Is that true?
You have it all the time. You're just
Okay.
more aware of it at those other times, right? That never goes away. Just like Source never steps away, Metatron never looks away, right? Your sovereign aspect, your God I am, will never leave you, will never turn away. This is for each and every one of you. Will never turn away. All right?
Thank you.
All right. We're going to move on. We have a couple more. All right, Matthew, good to see you, my friend. How can we help you today?
Good to see you as well. I will spare the stories that I've got going on right now and just kind of cut to the chase and say, what should I know right now, given all the things that are going on in my life?
Well, yeah. One of the most important things is to keep track of your ego, right? See how your ego is responding as opposed to how your heart is responding. Okay? You can trust your heart every single time. And we know for a fact that you have a great heart, right? The way to navigate this is one small piece at a time. We see the bigger picture. You kind of want to wave the magic wand, right, and have it all cohesive now in this moment. But it's going to take a little while. One piece, one piece, one piece. Loving your way through it, loving yourself through it, and keeping track of where the ego is getting mixed up into the process, right? Does that make sense to you?
It does. Trying to balance. I think I've spent so many years not wanting to be the center of attention. Company names and things that I've come up with have always been without my name in them. It was never Lawton Enterprises or anything like that. But I'm trying to get into social media marketing and figure out how to do this. And a lot of it keeps coming back down to actually being you. It is about you. You're trying to share what you're doing and connect with people. And so, trying to, I guess, find the balance there.
Yeah. Do you have someone helping you?
Not currently.
Cat. You just saw Cat.
Yeah.
She is a great asset for this type of work.
Okay.
If you are interested, reach out to our woman or reach out to Kat, right?
Okay.
Yeah. If you want someone who knows how to navigate the things that you're trying to do. Sometimes it's not about you, hunkering down and trying to get through it. Sometimes it's saying, okay, this is what I want and what I need. And somebody else will all of a sudden create exactly what it is that you need. Have you looked at what is Metatron's Muse posts?
Some, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Indeed. Yeah. So you don't have to do this all by yourself, even if your name is on the the sign, so to
Right.
speak, right? It's a journey of surrender, really.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain amount of surrender within this.
True.
You have been you have great creative abilities, and you have been in creation for such a long time. We truly see that you're successful in each endeavor, no matter what it looks like,
Mm-hmm.
right? Just watch the mind, stay in the heart. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you know where to find our woman if you need her, right?
That's true.
Same place, same phone contact, right? Reach out if need be. All right?
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Indeed. Indeed. All right, Lori, beloved one. It's been a couple months since we've spoken, yeah? Well,
Yes, but you're with me always.
semi-privately.
Yes, 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 and thank you. I mean, I'm still absorbing a lot of our conversation, Metatron, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
So what's been on my mind of late was this idea of God I am. And I did a little reading around creation, let's say. It was beautiful and I'm excited about it. And so I was thinking my question is how does the human fit into the quantumness that I am? But I think the answer came to me is that there's no separation there.
Right. There is no separation, but it's very hard for the human to have the experience of no separation, right? The humans, you are separated from your own self, right?
Yeah.
How can you not feel separated from God? How can you not feel separated from your guidance, right? The awareness, the mindfulness
Mm.
of the truth
Mhm.
is what is a game changer. The truth of I am sovereign. I am God, right? God, I am. That's difficult for people because they say, oh, I'm not, I can't, I've done things wrong, my life is a mess, I can't be God. But what does it look like to be God? It looks like
Mhm.
each and every one of you, right? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And to live in the trust that you are whole,
Mm.
that you are that each and every breath, each and every step. Let go of the expectations, what you think life would look like if you were God, right?
Right.
Right? Because you are God,
Mm.
having this experience in this moment. And what is happening is that your life evolves God.
Mm.
Each and every one of you, your life evolves God. So as you're evolving yourself, you're evolving God.
Mm. Thank you.
Indeed, is this helpful at all?
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
I think everybody needs a t-shirt that says God I am.
Yeah. 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 I
or
think I'm
or a
just
or a
feeling,
tattoo.
I'm feeling, and I don't know if this is whatever it is. I feel like I'm at a clean slate right now, and I will be open to whatever comes up and take responsibility for the wonderful things that cross my path. But I
Yeah,
feel like clean slate. And
good.
yeah.
It's a beautiful place to be. That is what we call the liminal space, the point of all possibility.
Mm, yeah.
Right?
I feel
Yeah.
like I'm dipping my toes in for
Ah,
sure.
Beautiful. Keep dipping your toes into that liminal space. All right, beloved one.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for the question.
Thank you.
All right, beloveds. Thank you for joining us today. Please leave here and love yourselves as we love you. Right. Or better yet, love yourselves more than we love you. It's the game, right? We will look forward to seeing you again soon. Be blessed. Namaste. Excuse me.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Wendy.
You're welcome.
So good to see you.
Thank you,
Thank
Wendy.
you, Wendy.
You're welcome, you guys.
That's
Mwah.
wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us on a Friday night. Do you guys know there was snow flurries in Connecticut last night today? I'm like, come
Wow.
on, summer. I'm ready. I'm ready. So, well, keep track of us on Metatron's Mystical Muse. We have Walk-in Circle coming. We have Mary Magdalene and Mother Maya. Lynn and I are channeling, dual channeling, and then Elijah and Yeshua also this month. So there's all of that information on the website. It's really cool to partake of the